blunt force, trauma on impact, medical examiner, unidentifiable, extreme forces, not intact, unconfirmed, dental records, anthropological forensics, tattoos, fingerprints, teeth, personal items. I watch video footage of the plane spearing into the ocean, the waves rising, open arms, welcome. I wait for news that the passengers got their life jackets on, that there were previously unreported life rafts, that their initial assessment was wrong, that the Coast Guard found someone breathing. The news only repeats the same words. No survivors found. The number of dead unconfirmed. Where the plane went down is 120 feet deep. Divers have been jumping into the water, 15-minute intervals at a time, trying to pull up what might be left. I tell Mommy we need to go to Queens, the closest shore to where the plane fell. Dozens of people have been lighting candles by the water. The small hope inside me is illogical. I know this, but it urges me to go. If I can just be as close as possible to the crash site, my presence might change the outcome. All Mommy does is drag herself to her room, where she denies my request with a sharp but quiet click. Papi sat me in front of a chessboard when I was 3 years old. He patiently explained all the pieces, but I still treated each one like a pawn. He loves to tell the story of how I would give up my king all willy-nilly, but would protect my knight because me gustan los caballitos. In my defense, why would a 3-year-old pick a dry-ass looking king over a pony? But even when I was bored, I was also good at memorizing the patterns for openings and closings, for when to castle and when to capture. I was fascinated by the rhythm of the game. It came as naturally to my body as when Papi taught me how to dance. It's all just steps and patterns. By the time I was 4, I could beat Papi if he wasn't paying attention. On my 5th birthday, I defeated him in just 6 moves. After that, he would take me downtown on the C train to compete against the Washington Square Park hustlers who played for money. They were straight sharks and thought the little girl too cute to beat. But Papi would put a $20 bill down, and those dudes learned quick. Shorty had patient fingers and played 3 moves ahead. Most important, I loved how much Papi loved to watch me win. I began competing in chess tournaments when I was in 2nd grade. From September to June, Papi never missed one of my matches, never complained about picking me up from late team meetings or the cost of additional coaching, even though I knew he must have cut funds from other places and people to afford both. Every couple of years, he built a new shelf with his own hands and put my trophies and plaques, pinned up my ribbons and awards. Negra bella, lo vas a ganar todo. And so I did. I won everything for him until I didn't know why or how I should. Did I love chess? I did chess. But love? Like I love watching beauty tutorials? Love? Like I love when something I say catches Dre by surprise and her laugh is Mount Vesuvius, an eruption that unsettles and shakes me to my core? Love? Like I love the scent of mommy cooking mango and frying salami? Or how I love Papi's brother, Tio Jorge, holding my hand and saying I make him proud for myself, not for what I win. Like I loved my father. That kind of love, consuming, huge, a love that takes the wheel, a love where I pretended to be something I wasn't. I did chess. I was obsessed with winning, but never love. Mommy wanted me to be a lady, sit up straight, cross my ankles, let men protect me. Papi wanted me to be a leader, to think quick and strike hard, to speak rarely, but when I did, to always be heard. Me? Playing chess taught me a queen is both deadly and graceful, poised and ruthless, quiet and cunning. A queen offers her hand to be kissed and can form it into a fist while smiling the whole damn time. But what happens when those principles only apply in a game? And in the real world, I am not treated as a lady or a queen, as a defender or opponent, but as a girl so many want to strike off the board. I've always wanted to go to the Dominican Republic. Every year my father left on his trip. Every year I asked if I could go along, but Papi always said no. I assumed it was because he was busy with work. I never thought Papi would be doing something he didn't want me to see. Mommy's straight up told me since I was 5, she wouldn't let me set foot on the island if it was the last inhabitable place on earth. Although she still has cousins there, she hasn't been back once. I assumed Mommy had bad memories of home. Clearly, I made a lot of assumptions. I've always looked at my parents and seen exactly what they've shown me. I could not imagine them as real humans who lied and kept the truth from each other, from me. This year, I did not ask. I did not want to sit across from my father, not to play chess, not to share a meal, not to ask if I could join him on a trip to the Caribbean when I already knew way more than I should about the answer he would give me, about the answers he would not. I was raised so damn Dominican. Spanish, my first language. Bachata, a reminder of the power of my body. Plátano and salami for years before I ever tasted peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If you asked me what I was, and you meant in terms of culture, I'd say Dominican. No hesitation, no question about it. Can you be from a place you have never been? You can find the island stamped all over me. But what would the island find if I was there? Can you claim a home that does not know you, much less claim you as its own?